I am Asma, Zoology faculty from Sri NRI Junior College. Today in this video, I am going to explain you about Ascaris lumbricoides, structure, life cycle, pathogenicity of Ascaris lumbricoides. This is one of the important LAQ from first year zoology, and this Ascaris lumbricoides is not only important for IPE exams, but it is also very important for NEET and EAMCET examinations. Okay? Ascaris lumbricoides, structure, life cycle, and pathogenicity. Okay? Today we are going to discuss about the structure, life cycle, and pathogenicity of Ascaris lumbricoides. What is Ascaris lumbricoides? It is one of the parasite. It is one of the parasite which belongs to phylum Nematoda. Phylum Nematoda. It belongs to phylum Nematoda. And class Phasmidia. It belongs to phylum Nematoda and class Phasmidia. What is Ascaris lumbricoides? It is one of the parasite. ఇదొక పరాన్న జీవి అన్నమాట. ఈరోజు మనం ఈ వీడియోలో ఆస్కారిస్ lumbricoides యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్, లైఫ్ సైకిల్, తర్వాత ప్యాథోజెనిసిటీ గురించి చదువుదాం. ఓకే, ఈ ఆస్కారిస్ lumbricoides అనేది ఒక ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఎల్ఏక్యూ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ జువాలజీలో. ఇది ఐపీకి ఇంపార్టెంట్, ప్లస్ ఇంకా నీట్ మరియు ఎంసెట్ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ అన్నమాట. ఈరోజు మనం ఆస్కారిస్ lumbricoides గురించి చదువుదాం. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కారిస్ lumbricoides? ఈజ్ దిస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది లార్జెస్ట్ నిమటోడ్ పారాసైట్. Largest nematode parasite which belongs to phylum Nematoda or Helminthis or Helminthis. Okay, it belongs to class Phasmidia. Why it belongs to class Phasmidia? Because it consists of posterior glandular sensory structures. Posterior glandular sensory structures of the Ascaris are called phasmids. Ascaris యొక్క posterior regionలో, Ascaris యొక్క posterior regionలో ఉండే ఈ గ్రంథియుతమైన సెన్సరీ ఆర్గాన్స్ని ఏమంటాము? Phasmids అని అంటాం. These are the posterior glandular sensory structures which are present at the posterior end of the Ascaris. They are also called phasmids. In this parasite, at posterior end of the body, glandulosensory structures are present. Hence, this Ascaris is included in class Phasmidia. Phasmidia means phasmids are present. Phasmids are present. What are phasmids? Phasmids are the posterior glandular sensory structures. ఓకే, ఇవి ఒక సెన్సరీ స్ట్రక్చర్స్ అన్నమాట. ఆస్కారిస్ యొక్క పోస్టియర్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది బాడీలో ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, దీన్నే ఫాస్మిడ్స్ అంటాము. ఫాస్మిడ్స్ ప్రెజెంట్ అయి ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఏ క్లాస్లో చేర్చారు? ఫాస్మీడియా. ఫాస్మిడ్స్ ఆర్ ప్రెజెంట్, హెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇంక్లూడెడ్ ఇన్ క్లాస్ ఫాస్మీడియా. Okay, this Ascaris lumbricoides. Ascaris is the generic name and lumbricoides is the species name. Here, why the species name lumbricoides? Because this Ascaris, which is a parasite, resembles an earthworm called Lumbricus. It resembles an earthworm called Lumbricus. It resembles an earthworm. This Ascaris resembles an earthworm called Lumbricus. Hence the name of the species is Lumbricoides. ఈ Ascaris పరాన్న జీవి ఒక అర్థవాముని, వానపాముని పోలి ఉంటుంది. ఏ వానపాముని? లూంబ్రికస్ అనే వానపాముని పోలి ఉంటుందన్నమాట. అందువలన ఈ ఆస్కారిస్ యొక్క జాతిని ఏమంటాము? ఆస్కారిస్ lumbricoides అని అంటాం. దిస్ ఆస్కారిస్ పారాసైట్ రిజంబుల్స్ ఏ earthworm called Lumbricus. Hence the species name Lumbricoides. Okay. Next, Ascaris is commonly known as roundworm, common roundworm or roundworm. Why it is called roundworm? Because it appears circular in cross section. It appears circular in cross section. Hence it is called roundworm. This Ascaris is a elongated cylindrical shaped parasite. Elongated cylindrical shaped parasite. What is parasite? The organism which lives on other organism for food and shelter is called parasite. Next, the organism which provide food and shelter to the parasite is called host. The association between parasite and host is called parasitism. In this association, parasite is gained and host is lost. Okay, to the host harm is caused. Okay, next it is commonly known as common roundworm. Common roundworm. Next it is a monogenetic parasite. It is a monogenetic parasite. Means it completes its life cycle in single host. ఇది ఒకే ఒక అతిథేయిలో దాని జీవిత చక్రాన్ని పూర్తి చేస్తుంది. కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఏమంటాము? మోనోజెనెటిక్ పారాసైట్. మీన్స్ ఇట్ కంప్లీట్స్ ఇట్స్ లైఫ్ సైకిల్ ఇన్ సింగిల్ హోస్ట్. హెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ మోనోజెనెటిక్ parasite. Next, it lives in the small intestine of man. It lives in the small intestine of man. మన చిన్న ప్రేగులో ఇది నివసిస్తుంది అన్నమాట. తర్వాత ఎస్పెషల్లీ మోర్ ఇన్ చిల్డ్రన్. ఎక్కువగా చిన్నపిల్లల్లో ఈ ఆస్కారిస్ లుంబ్రికాయిడిస్ అనేది చిన్న ప్రేగులో ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఇట్ లీవ్స్ ఇన్ ద స్మాల్ ఇంటెస్టైన్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాన్. హెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎంటిరోజాయిక్ పారాసైట్. హెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎంటిరోజాయిక్ పారాసైట్. Why it is called enterozoic parasite? Because it lives in the small intestine of man. ఇది మనిషి యొక్క స్మాల్ ఇంటెస్టైన్లో చిన్న ప్రేగులో ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఏమనొచ్చు? ఎంటిరోజాయిక్ పారాసైట్ అని కూడా అంటారు. తర్వాత ఇది డైమార్ఫిక్ అన్నమాట. డైమార్ఫిక్ అంటే రెండు రూపాల్లో ఉంటుందన్నమాట. ఎన్ని రూపాల్లో ఉంటుంది? ఇట్ అక్కర్స్ ఇన్ టూ ఫార్మ్స్. డైమార్ఫిక్. ఇట్ అక్కర్స్ ఇన్ టూ ఫార్మ్స్, దట్ ఈస్ మేల్ అండ్ ఫీమేల్. ఆడ మగ రెండు జీవులు ఉంటాయన్నమాట. ఇట్ అక్కర్స్ ఇన్ టూ ఫార్మ్స్, దట్ ఈస్ మేల్ అండ్ female Ascaris. Male Ascaris and female Ascaris. It occurs in two forms. Okay. Next, it is a monogenetic parasite, means it completes its life cycle in single host. Next, it is a pseudocoelomate animal. Pseudocoelomate animals means false coelom is present. In Ascaris, false coelom is present. False coelom means coelom is not lined by coelomic epithelium. Coelomic epithelium. Coelom is not lined by coelomic epithelium and it is a false coelom. Coelomic epithelium is absent. Coelomic epithelium. Coelom is not covered by or not lined by coelomic epithelium. Coelom ni chutti coelomic epithelium undadu. Kabatti ee coelom ni emantamu? False coelom. False coelom or pseudocoelom ani antam. So Ascaris is a pseudocoelomate animal in which false coelom is present, in which body cavity is not lined by coelomic epithelium. Coelomic epithelium, hence called pseudocoelomate. Next, it is a dimorphic parasite, means it occurs in two forms, male and female. Next, it is a monogenetic parasite, completes its life cycle in single host. It lives in the small intestine of man, more in children, and it is cosmopolitan in distribution, means it is worldwide in distribution. ekkadaithe manusulu unnaro aa anni places lo idi Ascaris వ్యాపించి ఉంటుందన్నమాట. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వరల్డ్ వైడ్ ఇన్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఆర్ కాస్మోపాలిటన్ ఇన్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ సీన్ ఇన్ చిల్డ్రన్. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్, మోడ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్. మోడ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ ఈస్ త్రూ కంటామినేటెడ్ ఫుడ్, వాటర్, వెజిటబుల్స్. Mode of infection is by contaminated food and water, fruits and vegetables. Next, the infective stage of Ascaris lumbricoides is second stage rhabditiform larva. What is the infective stage of Ascaris to man? ఈ Ascaris యొక్క ఏ దశ మానవునికి సంక్రమించే దశ? సెకండ్ స్టేజ్ rhabditiform larva. సెకండ్ స్టేజ్ rhabditiform larva is the infective stage of Ascaris to మ్యాన్. ఈ స్టేజ్లో ఏమవుతుందంటే ఈ ఆస్కారిస్ ఒక మనిషి నుంచి ఇంకో మనిషికి వ్యాప్తి చెందుతుందన్నమాట. దీన్నే ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ స్టేజ్ అంటాం. ఆ ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ స్టేజ్ యొక్క పేరేంటి? సెకండ్ స్టేజ్ ర్యాబిడిటిఫార్మ్ లార్వా. సెకండ్ స్టేజ్ ర్యాబిడిటిఫార్మ్ లార్వా. Okay, next this is about the introduction of the Ascaris. Introduction of the Ascaris. Now we will discuss the structure of Ascaris. With that, introduction of the Ascaris is completed. Next we will discuss about the structure of Ascaris. Structure of Ascaris lumbricoides. Ascaris is cylindrical in shape. Its body is elongated and cylindrical in shape. Next, Ascaris is unisexual. Unisexual means sexes are separate. Sexes are separate. Means male and female individuals are separate. Sexes are separate. Means dioecious. Male reproductive organs are present in male organism and female reproductive organs are present in the female organism. Means sexes are separate, unisexual, and it exhibits sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism. What is sexual dimorphism? సెక్షువల్ డైమార్ఫిజం లైంగిక ద్విరూపకత అనేది ఉంటుందన్నమాట. సెక్షువల్ డైమార్ఫిజం మీన్స్ male Ascaris is identified from female Ascaris by observing certain morphological characters. By observing certain external characters, we are able to identify male Ascaris from ఫీమేల్ ఆస్కారిస్. కొన్ని లక్షణాలని బట్టి, కొన్ని బాహ్య లక్షణాలు, ఎక్స్టర్నల్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ని బట్టి ఇది మేల్ ఆస్కారిస్, ఇది ఫీమేల్ ఆస్కారిస్ అని మనము గుర్తించగలుగుతాం అన్నమాట. దీన్నే ఏమంటాము? సెక్షువల్ డైమార్ఫిజం, లైంగిక ద్విరూపకత. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ యూనిసెక్షువల్ యానిమల్. మీన్స్ సెక్సెస్ ఆర్ సపరేట్. మీన్స్ dioecious. Male and female individuals are separate. Next, it exhibits sexual dimorphism. Means male individuals are identified from female individuals by observing certain morphological characters or by observing certain external characters. Okay, this is called sexual dimorphism. Now we will discuss the differences and similarities of the male and female Ascaris. First, male Ascaris. Male Ascaris is short in size. Male Ascaris is short in size, but female Ascaris is long in size. Female Ascaris is long and male Ascaris is short. In both male and female Ascaris, at the extreme anterior end, in both male and female Ascaris, at the extreme anterior end, mouth is present. This mouth is bounded by 3 lips. This mouth is bounded by mouth is bounded by 3 lips. These lips are made up of with chitin protein. In both male and female Ascaris, at the extreme anterior end, mouth is present. Mouth is surrounded by 3 chitinous lips. But in human beings, only 2 lips, upper lip and lower lip. But in Ascaris, mouth is surrounded by 3 chitinous lips. Lips made up of with chitin protein. Okay. Next, nearer to the mouth, in both male and female Ascaris, another small aperture is present. Mid-ventrally. Mid-ventrally means middle of the ventral side. Nearer to the mouth, in both male and female Ascaris, a small pore or aperture is present. It is called excretory pore. Next, the posterior end of the male is curved like a hook. It is also considered as tail. Curved tail. Posterior end of the male is curved. It is also considered as tail. curved tail is present, but the posterior end of the female is straight. Posterior end of the female is straight. Okay, posterior end of the male is curved, and it is also considered as curved tail. Okay, the posterior end of the female is straight. At the posterior end of the male, cloacal aperture is present. This is cloacal aperture. Near the cloacal aperture, a pair of pineal setae which are equal sized pineal setae are present near the cloacal aperture in male. Okay, equal sized one pair of pineal setae are present. This pineal setae also known as pineal spicules. Pineal spicules are copulatory spicules or cloacal spicules. They are useful for copulation. They transfer the sperms during copulation. These pineal spicules or pineal setae are useful for transfer of sperms during copulation. Copulation time lo ivi sperms ni transfer cheyadaniki ఉపయోగపడతాయి అన్నమాట. వీటినే కాపులేటరీ స్పిక్యూల్స్ అని కూడా అంటారు. Copulatory spicules are cloacal spicules. Okay, next, posterior end of the female. In the posterior end of the female, cloacal aperture is absent, but anus is present. In the female Ascaris, at the posterior end, cloacal aperture is absent, but anus is present. Anus is present. What is the use of anus? Anus, undigested food materials are expelled outside through anus. But in the case of male Ascaris, through cloacal aperture, undigested food materials and sperms are released outside. Sperms and undigested food materials in the case of male Ascaris is expelled outside through cloacal aperture. In female Ascaris, cloacal aperture is absent, anus is present. Anus is present at the posterior end of the female Ascaris. This anus is useful for expulsion of undigested food material from the body. Okay, in the male cloacal aperture, through this cloacal aperture, undigested food materials plus sperms are released outside. Okay, pineal setae, pineal spicules are absent in female Ascaris. Cloacal aperture also absent in female Ascaris. In female Ascaris, at the posterior end, anus is present. Next, from the 1/3 length of the, about 1/3 length of the body of Ascaris, female genital pore is present. From the 1/3 length of the body, female genital pore is present. In the female Ascaris, female genital pore or vulva is present. Vulva is present, through which ova are released. Ova are released. Okay, female genital pore is present at the 1/3 length of the body from the mouth. Okay, next, this is about the similarities and differences between the male and female Ascaris. In male Ascaris, 3 openings are present, that is mouth, excretory pore and cloacal aperture. 3 openings are present in male Ascaris, 3 openings. But in female Ascaris, 4 openings are present. 4 openings are present. What are those 4 openings? Mouth, excretory pore, female genital pore and anus. Means in female Ascaris 4 openings are present. In male Ascaris only 3 openings are present. What are those 3 openings? That is mouth, excretory pore and cloacal aperture. Okay, next, what are the similarities between the male and female Ascaris? In both, mouth is present at the extreme anterior end, and excretory pore is present just below the, nearer to the mouth, which is located mid-ventrally. Next, differences between male and female Ascaris. Male Ascaris is short in size, female Ascaris is long, and posterior end of the male is curved. and it is also considered as tail. Curved tail is present. At the posterior end of the male, cloacal aperture is present, which consists of a pair of pineal setae or pineal spicules or copulatory spicules, which are equal in size. Next, another nematode parasite is called Wuchereria bancrofti. In next class, we will discuss about the Wuchereria bancrofti, in which pineal setae, in Wuchereria also pineal setae are present, but in the Wuchereria pineal setae are unequal in size. But in Ascaris, pineal setae are equal in size. Equal sized pineal setae are present in Ascaris. Unequal sized pineal setae are present in Wuchereria bancrofti. Okay? Now listen. Next, in the posterior end of the male, cloacal aperture with pineal setae are present. In female, anus is present. These are the differences between the male and female Ascaris. Next, we will discuss about the structure. Structure is completed. Next, we will discuss about the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. Life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. So far we discussed about the structure of Ascaris. Now we will going to discuss about the life cycle of Ascaris. Life cycle of Ascaris. No doubt Ascaris is a monogenetic parasite. What is the infective stage of Ascaris to man? Second stage, rhabditiform larva. Second stage, rhabditiform larva is the infective stage of Ascaris to man. This male-female Ascaris lives in small intestine of man. Male and female Ascaris lives in the small intestine of man. In small intestine of man, in between the male and female Ascaris, what happens? Copulation takes place. Copulation takes place between the male and female Ascaris in the small intestine of man. మనిషి యొక్క చిన్న ప్రేగులో ఈ ఆస్కారిస్ మేల్ ఫీమేల్ మధ్య ఏం జరుగుతుంది? కాపులేషన్ జరుగుతుంది. ఆఫ్టర్ కాపులేషన్ female individual releases 2 lakhs eggs per day. Female individual releases 2 lakhs eggs per day. After copulation, female individual lays how many eggs per day? 2 lakhs eggs per day. Copulation, in between the male and female Ascaris, copulation takes place in the small intestine of man. After copulation, female Ascaris releases 2 lakhs eggs per day. Means high reproductive capacity. It is an adaptation to parasitic mode of life. Reproductive capacity is very high. Means this female Ascaris releases 2 lakhs eggs per day. Means high reproductive potentiality is seen. Okay, here female Ascaris lays 2 lakhs eggs per day after copulation. The eggs of the Ascaris are called mammillated eggs. This is very, very important for 2 marks question. Mammillated eggs. What are mammillated eggs? The eggs of Ascaris are called mammillated eggs. The eggs of Ascaris are called mammillated eggs. It is very, very important 2 marks question. Here, the eggs of Ascaris are covered by 3 layers. Eggs of Ascaris are covered by 3 layers. That is outer protein coat with rippled surface. Outer covering or coat is protein covering, protein layer. Here outer protein coat or outer protein layer with rippled surface. Rippled surface means swollen surface. Swellings are seen on the surface of the protein coat. Wave-like swellings. Wave-like swellings. Wave-like swellings are seen. Protein coat with rippled surface. Rippled means wave-like swellings. Wave-like swellings. Rippled means wave-like swellings present on the protein coat. So outer coat is protein coat with rippled surface, and middle coat is called chitin shell. Middle layer is chitin shell, means middle layer is made up of with chitin. Middle layer is made up of with chitin, which is the thick layer of the thick layer of the mammillated eggs of the Ascaris. Which is the thick layer of the mammillated eggs of Ascaris? Middle chitinous shell. It is the thick layer of the mammillated eggs. Next, outer protein coat with rippled surface. Here, which protein is present? Albumin protein. It is important for EAMCET. Albumin protein. Here, the outer layer of the mammillated egg is made up of with protein layer. Na? This protein, which type of protein is present in this? Albumin protein. Albumin protein. Next, middle layer is the thick layer, and it is also known as chitin shell. It is made up of with chitin. Next, inner lipid layer. Inner lipid layer. This blue color one is inner lipid layer, and this violet color is middle chitin shell, and this black layer is protein coat with rippled surface. Rippled surface means wave-like swellings. ఓకే, ఆస్కారిస్ యొక్క ఎగ్స్ని ఏమంటాము? మ్యామిల్లేటెడ్ ఎగ్స్ అని అంటాం. ఎందుకంటే దీని చుట్టూ 3 పొరలు ఉంటాయన్నమాట. అవుటర్ లేయర్ని ఏమంటాం? ప్రోటీన్ లేయర్ అని అంటాము. దీనికి రిపుల్డ్ సర్ఫేస్ ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. దీని మీద స్వెల్లింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. వేవ్ లైక్ స్వెల్లింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి దీన్ని రిపుల్డ్ సర్ఫేస్ అని అంటాం. తర్వాత మధ్యలో ఉండే లేయర్ చాలా థిక్గా ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. దీన్ని ఏమంటాం? మిడిల్ కైటిన్ షెల్ అని అంటాం. అన్నిటికన్నా లోపల ఉండే లేయర్ దేంతో తయారవుతుంది? లిపిడ్స్, క్రొవ్వు పదార్థాలతో తయారవుతుంది. సో అవుటర్ ప్రోటీన్ లేయర్ with rippled surface, middle chitin shell, and inner lipid layer. Okay, this is about the mammillated eggs. Why it is called mammillated eggs? Because the outer protein coat of the mammillated eggs is with rippled surface. With a rippled surface. Hence it is called mammillated eggs. Protein coat with rippled surface is called mammillated eggs. Okay, this is about the mammillated eggs of the Ascaris. After copulation in small intestine between the male and female Ascaris, female lays 2 lakhs eggs per day. 2 lakhs eggs per day. I already told you. Okay, now this eggs comes out. Now this eggs comes out through human feces or fecal matter. ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్ ద్వారా, హ్యూమన్ ఎక్స్క్రీటరీ వేస్ట్ ద్వారా ఈ ఎగ్స్ బయటకి రిలీజ్ అవుతాయి. ఎక్కడ? మాయిస్ట్ సాయిల్లో. దే ఎంటర్స్ ఇన్ టు ద మాయిస్ట్ సాయిల్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ హియర్ దిస్ mammillated eggs comes out through fecal matter and reaches the moist soil. Inside the moist soil, within the egg development takes place. Development occurs in the egg. Development occurs in the egg. In the moist soil. Development occurs within the egg. In the moist soil. These mammillated eggs are released outside through human feces or fecal matter or excretory waste. Development occurs within the egg in moist soil. Due to development, what happens? First stage rhabditiform larva is formed. First stage rhabditiform larva is formed. This is first stage rhabditiform larva. This first stage rhabditiform larva undergoes first molting. This rhabditi stage larva undergoes first molting. in the moist soil. This first molting takes place in the moist soil. What is molting? Molting otherwise called ecdysis. It is otherwise called ecdysis. Ecdysis means molting. Molting means shedding of cuticle or shedding of exoskeleton. Shedding of exoskeleton or shedding of cuticle is called ecdysis or molting. In the life cycle of Ascaris, 4 moltings takes place. How many moltings takes place? 4 moltings takes place in the life cycle of Ascaris. Here first molting takes place in moist soil within the egg. Due to which first stage rhabditiform larva undergoes first molting and forms second stage rhabditiform larva. It is also known as embryonated egg. Embryonated egg means within the egg embryo is present. Within the egg of the Ascaris, embryo is present. Once again I am repeating, these mammillated eggs are released outside. After copulation, female lays 2 lakhs eggs per day. These eggs are called mammillated eggs. These eggs are released outside through fecal matter and reaches the moist soil. In the moist soil, within the egg, development takes place. Due to development, what happens? First stage rhabditiform larva is formed. This first stage rhabditiform larva undergoes first molting. Molting means shedding of cuticle or shedding of exoskeleton. Pata cuticle ఊడిపోయి దాని ప్లేస్లో కొత్త క్యూటికల్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. దీన్నే molting అని అంటాం. ఫస్ట్ స్టేజ్ rhabditiform larva undergoes first molting and forms second stage rhabditiform larva. It is also known as embryonated eggs. Means within the egg embryo is formed. Embryonated egg or second stage rhabditiform larva, which is the infective stage. Second stage rhabditiform larva is the infective stage of Ascaris to man. Which is the infective stage of Ascaris to man? Second stage rhabditiform larva. Second stage rhabditiform larva. Second stage rhabditiform larva is the infective stage. Second stage rhabditiform larva is the infective stage of Ascaris to man. Okay. Now this second stage rhabditiform larva is the infective stage na. So this infective rhabditiform larva enters into new host, means another man. When man feeds on contaminated food, water, vegetables and fruits. Okay. Here the second stage rhabditiform larva, which is present in moist soil, reaches the another host, that is man. How it reaches the man? Through contaminated food and water. Now this rhabditiform larva enters into the small intestine of man, that is new host. Small intestine of man, that is new host. This rhabditiform larva, when enters into the small intestine of man, this rhabditiform larva when enters into the, this is blue colored one is rhabditiform larva. When this rhabditiform larva enters into the small intestine of new host, that is man, what happens? By the action of the digestive enzymes in the small intestine, this membranes around the mammillated eggs are dissolved. Membranes, three layers of the mammillated eggs are digested by the digestive enzymes present in the small intestine of man. So in the small intestine of man, by the action of digestive enzymes, the layers of the mammillated eggs are dissolved. Okay. These layers are dissolved. So now this rhabditiform larva is set free and it comes out from the small intestine. It comes out from the small intestine and exhibits a phenomenon called extraintestinal migration. Extraintestinal migration. What is extraintestinal migration? Migration of rhabditiform larva of Ascaris outside the intestine, from outside the intestine, and passes through the migration of rhabditiform larva of Ascaris outside the intestine, passing through the liver, heart, lungs, passing through liver, heart, lungs, and other parts of the body, and finally reaches the intestine only. This is called extraintestinal migration. This extraintestinal migration started from small intestine, ends in small, again it ends in small intestine. It started in small intestine and again it enters in, again it ends in small intestine. Small intestine lo start ayi తిరిగి మళ్ళీ స్మాల్ ఇంటెస్టైన్లోనే అంతమవుతుంది అన్నమాట. ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టైనల్ మైగ్రేషన్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, మైగ్రేషన్ మీన్స్ మూవింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు ది అనదర్ ప్లేస్. మూవింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు ది అనదర్ ప్లేస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ మైగ్రేషన్. హియర్ మైగ్రేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి? మూమెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు ది అనదర్. ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టైనల్ మైగ్రేషన్లో ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే, ఈ ఆస్కారిస్ యొక్క ర్యాబిడిటిఫార్మ్ లార్వా ఇంటెస్టైన్, స్మాల్ ఇంటెస్టైన్ నుంచి బయటికి వచ్చి వేరే మార్గాల ద్వారా, అంటే ఏంటి, లివర్, హార్ట్, లంగ్స్, ఇంకా వేరే అవయవాల ద్వారా పాస్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. పాస్ అయ్యి చివరికి మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడ చేరుతుంది? ఇంటెస్టైన్కి చేరుతుంది అన్నమాట. ఓకే, దీన్నే ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టైనల్ మైగ్రేషన్. ద మైగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ ర్యాబిడిటిఫార్మ్ లార్వా అవుట్సైడ్ ద ఇంటెస్టైన్ అండ్ పాసింగ్ త్రూ ద డిఫరెంట్ ఆర్గాన్స్ లైక్ liver, heart, lungs, etc. and finally reaches small intestine. This is called extraintestinal migration. Now this rhabditiform larva enters into the small intestine of man by the action of the digestive enzymes. The layers of this around this rhabditiform larva are dissolved. Now this rhabditiform larva is set free. Now this rhabditiform larva enters into the liver of man through hepatic portal vein. Through hepatic portal vein. Through hepatic portal vein. Through hepatic portal vein, this rhabditiform larva reaches the liver of man. From the liver of man, it reaches to heart through postcaval vein. Through postcaval vein. From the heart of man, it reaches the alveoli of lungs through pulmonary artery. It reaches the alveoli of lungs through pulmonary artery. Once again I am repeating. Here from the small intestine of man, this rhabditiform larva first reaches the liver of man through hepatic portal vein. From the liver, it reaches the heart. How it reaches the heart? Through postcaval vein. Through postcaval vein. From the postcaval vein, it reaches the alveoli of lungs. Through pulmonary artery. Through pulmonary artery, it reaches the alveoli of lungs. What are alveoli of lungs? These are the structural and functional units of the lungs, in which actual process of gases exchange takes place in man. Okay? Next, here in alveoli of lungs, this second stage rhabditiform larva undergoes second molting and forms third stage rhabditiform larva. This second stage rhabditiform larva, when enters into the alveoli of lungs, undergoes second molting and forms third stage rhabditiform larva. Third stage rhabditiform larva. This third stage rhabditiform larva undergoes third molting. మూడోసారి molting జరుపుతుంది అన్నమాట. జరిపి it enters into the fourth stage rhabditiform larva. This is second and third moltings takes place in alveoli of lungs. First molting takes place in moist soil. First stage rhabditiform larva undergoes first molting and forms second stage rhabditiform larva. Okay, here first molting of the Ascaris takes place in moist soil, and second and third moltings takes place in the alveoli of lungs. Okay, here second stage rhabditiform larva from the heart enters into the alveoli of lungs. In the alveoli of lungs, this second stage rhabditiform larva undergoes second molting and forms third stage rhabditiform larva. This third stage rhabditiform larva undergoes third molting and forms fourth stage rhabditiform larva. Now this fourth stage rhabditiform larva comes out from the alveoli of lungs, comes out from the alveoli of lungs, comes out from the alveoli of lungs. It comes out from the alveoli of lungs and reaches the branchioles. It enters into the branchioles. From the branchioles, they passes into the bronchi. From the bronchi, they passed into trachea. From the trachea, it enters into the larynx. What is larynx? The voice box of man. From the larynx, through glottis, it reaches the pharynx. It reaches the pharynx. From the pharynx, it passed into esophagus. From the esophagus, it enters into the stomach. And from the stomach, it enters into the small intestine and undergoes fourth molting in the small intestine that is the last molting takes place in small intestine of man. After fourth molting, these organisms become young ones. Young ones are developed. Later these young ones develops into adult male and female Ascaris in about 8 to 10 weeks. 8 to 10 weeks లోపు ఏమవుతాయి ఈ యంగ్ వన్స్ పెరిగి పెద్దగా అడల్ట్ మేల్ ఆస్కారిస్ అడల్ట్ ఫీమేల్ ఆస్కారిస్గా మారిపోతాయి. తిరిగి మళ్ళీ ఏం జరుగుతుంది? కాపులేషన్ జరుగుతుంది స్మాల్ ఇంటెస్టైన్లో. దిస్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ ద ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టైనల్ మైగ్రేషన్ అండ్ లైఫ్ సైకిల్ ఆఫ్ ఆస్కారిస్. ఓకే, వన్స్ అగైన్ I will repeat this cycle. Listen carefully. Here, all of you listen carefully. This is one of the important LAQ. In between the male and female Ascaris, in the small intestine of man, copulation takes place. After copulation, female releases 2 lakhs eggs per day. The eggs of the Ascaris are called mammillated eggs because outer protein coat with rippled surface, hence called mammillated eggs. These mammillated eggs are covered by 3 layers. Outer protein coat with rippled surface, middle thick chitin shell and inner lipid layer. Okay, next this mammillated eggs comes out through human feces or fecal matter and reaches the moist soil. In the moist soil, what happens? Development takes place. Here development takes place within the egg. Okay, due to development which occurs in moist soil, what happens? First stage rhabditiform larva is formed. This first stage rhabditiform larva undergoes first molting and forms second stage rhabditiform larva, which is the infective stage of Ascaris to man. This second stage rhabditiform larva is found in moist soil. No? So when man feeds on contaminated food and water, what happens? This second stage rhabditiform larva enters into the small intestine of new host, that is man. In man, what happens? The protective layers around this larva are digested by the digestive enzymes present in the small intestine of man. Now this rhabditiform larva is set free. Now this rhabditiform larva undergoes extra-intestinal migration. It moves from the intestine, passing through different parts of the body, and finally reaches the small intestine. This is called extra-intestinal migration. And from the intestine, small intestine, what happens? The second stage rhabditiform larva comes out from the small intestine and enters into the liver through hepatic portal vein, okay? From the liver, it reaches the heart. Through postcaval vein. From the heart, this rhabditiform larva reaches the alveoli of lungs through pulmonary artery. From the heart, through pulmonary artery, this rhabditiform larva reaches the alveoli of lungs. Now this second stage rhabditiform larva undergoes second and third moltings in the alveoli of lungs. How this moltings takes place? This second stage rhabditiform larva undergoes second molting and forms third stage rhabditiform larva. This third stage rhabditiform larva undergoes third molting and forms fourth stage rhabditiform larva. This fourth stage rhabditiform larva comes out from the alveoli of lungs, and reaches into branchioles. From the branchioles, it passed into bronchi. From the bronchi, it enters into trachea. From the trachea, it enters into larynx. From the larynx, it enters into pharynx through glottis. From the larynx, it passed into pharynx through glottis. From the pharynx, it enters into esophagus. From the esophagus, it passes into the stomach. And from the stomach, it finally reaches the small intestine of man. In the small intestine of man, it undergoes last molting, that is fourth molting, and transform into young ones. These young ones transform into adult male and female Ascaris within 8 to 10 weeks. Okay. Again, what happens? Copulation takes place. Again, life cycle is continued. Okay. This is about the life cycle of Ascaris. Next, about the pathogenicity of Ascaris. The disease caused by Ascaris is called Ascariasis. Pathogenicity means disease causing characters. Disease causing characters of the Ascaris is called pathogenicity. If less worms are present in the small intestine, means it causes light infection. When light infection takes place, if less worms are present in the small intestine. Small intestine lo konni Ascaris matrame ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, లైట్ గా ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. అప్పుడు ఆ మనిషి ఎట్లా ఉంటాడు, asymptomatic, without any symptoms. When less number of worms are present in the small intestine, light infection takes place. In light infection, man is asymptomatic without any symptoms. Okay. If heavy infection takes place, if more worms are present in the small intestine, means heavy infection takes place. This heavy infection is called Ascariasis. The disease caused by Ascaris is called Ascariasis. The disease caused by Ascaris is called Ascariasis. Okay. What are the symptoms of the Ascariasis? Severe abdominal pain, nutritional deficiency, anemia. This Ascariasis more seen in children. Why? Because small children are playing in soil. Okay. Next, what are the symptoms of the Ascariasis? Abdominal pain, severe abdominal, కడుపు నొప్పి ఉంటుంది, న్యూట్రిషనల్ డెఫిషియన్సీ, పౌష్టికాహార లోపం ఉంటుంది, న్యూట్రిషనల్ డెఫిషియన్సీ, ఎనీమియా, రక్తహీనత, డ్యూ టు ఇన్సఫిషియంట్ oxygen, insufficient hemoglobin, and insufficient RBC. Insufficient hemoglobin వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, ఎనీమియా అవుతుంది అనమాట. ఇక్కడ ఈ పర్సన్స్లో రక్తహీనత వస్తుంది, అంటే ఎర్ర రక్త కణాల సంఖ్య తగ్గిపోతుంది. తర్వాత హీమోగ్లోబిన్ పర్సంటేజ్ కూడా తగ్గిపోతుంది అనమాట ఎనీమియాలో. దీన్నే రక్తహీనత అంటారు. తర్వాత స్టంటెడ్ గ్రోత్ ఈస్ స్టాప్డ్. సరిగా పెరుగుదల అనేది జరగదన్నమాట చిన్నపిల్లల్లో. ఎందుకంటే దిస్ ఆస్కారిస్ రిలీజెస్ సర్టెన్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ విచ్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్సెస్ ద హ్యూమన్ గ్రోత్ హార్మోన్, which inhibits the secretion of human growth hormone. The Ascaris this parasite releases some substances which inhibits the secretion of human growth hormone, due to which stunted growth takes place in children. అంటే growth improper గా ఉంటుంది, సరిగా జరగదు, స్టంటెడ్ గ్రోత్. నెక్స్ట్ మజిల్ పెయిన్, కండరాల నొప్పి ఉంటుంది, ఫీవర్ కూడా రావచ్చు, మస్క్యులార్ పెయిన్, తర్వాత ఫీవర్, తర్వాత బ్లాకేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటెస్టైనల్ ప్యాసేజ్. అంటే ఇంటెస్టైన్లో వేల సంఖ్యలో ఈ ఆస్కారీస్ ఉన్నాయనుకోండి. ఆస్కారీస్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఈ ఆహారం యొక్క ఫుడ్ యొక్క మూమెంట్కి అబ్స్ట్రక్షన్ జరుగుతుంది అన్నమాట. బ్లాకేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటెస్టైనల్ ప్యాసేజ్. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇంటెస్టైన్ అంతా బ్లాక్ అయిపోతుంది అన్నమాట, స్ట్రక్ అయిపోతుంది అన్నమాట. దీన్ని ఏమంటాము, బ్లాకేజ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇంటెస్టైనల్ ప్యాసేజ్. These are the different symptoms occurs due to Ascariasis during heavy infection. When more number of Ascaris are present in the human small intestine, what are the symptoms? Abdominal pain. Symptoms of the Ascaris are abdominal pain, nutritional deficiency, anemia, raktahinata, in which less number of RBC and low percentage of hemoglobin is seen, anemia. Stunted growth, muscle pain, fever, blockage of intestinal passage. These are the symptoms of the Ascariasis. This rhabditiform larva undergoes second and third moltings in the alveoli of lungs. No? When it present in alveoli of lungs, it also causes pneumonia in the lungs when it is present in lungs. Okay, this is about the pathogenicity of the Ascariasis. Okay, next prophylaxis. Using septic tank toilets, proper washing of hands, and drinking of boiled water and filtered water. By following this prevention, we can eradicate this disease. Okay, this is about the pathogenicity of the Ascariasis. Okay, with that life cycle, structure, life cycle and pathogenicity of Ascaris is completed. I hope I cleared this topic to you. Okay, we will continue in tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class, we will discuss Wuchereria branchiofti, which is another nematode parasite. It is commonly known as filarial worm. We will discuss this filarial worm or Wuchereria branchiofti in tomorrow's class. Thank you for watching.